Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a Frankie Montas will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts.
Leading off tonight
he's
for
going to have
Toronto.
to really improve on that one. Too many base runners,
11.
too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1.
First pitch.
And Dan, Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May bowlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. The relay. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
They come out of the gates being aggressive at the plate, and it's paid off for them. A single and now a double. Runners at second and third with all kinds of momentum on their side. A base hit scores 2. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Barreto backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dero, what do you got on this lineup for the series opener?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
And he fouls this one off. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Guerrero stands at first with 1 out. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Line toward right center. And that'll get down out there. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And he is in there.
Batting 5th, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
So striding forward now, number 13. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but He may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
And he's back easily. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
He's set. Here it comes. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Blue Jays 4. Hyunjin Ryu gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. 3 hits for him in that ball game on Wednesday. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Ryu gets the sign. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. 2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike. Hit in the air down the left field line. Gurriel is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stepping up now, Brandon Drury. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 0-1 delivery. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
This is on the ground over to first. The second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
The batter, number 11.
Ready for another chance. Bo Bichette. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch. And there he goes towards second. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
Digging in, Randall Grichuk. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Jansen, the runner at first with 2 gone. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Laureano waits on it, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
Way to go.